Cliff Notes of the Grapes of Wrath, page 5. The Grapes of Wrath, Life and Background. John Steinbeck is the type of author who likes to know his material firsthand. He is not content to narrate a story which has no basis in fact. Thus, most of his works take place in California and deal with subjects in which he thoroughly understands. Steinbeck's father settled in California shortly after the American Civil War. John Steinbeck was born in Salinas on February 27, 1902. His mother was a schoolteacher in the public school in Salinas. Steinbeck grew up in this beautiful, fertile California valley. From this valley, he found the material for most of his novels. His imagination was kindled towards writing at a very early age, partly because his mother, the schoolteacher, read to him from the famous literature of the world. During his formative years, he played various sports in high school, worked at various jobs, and wandered around the countryside, observing the phenomenon of nature. He entered Stanford University in 1920, and even though he remained until 1925, he never graduated. In fact, he earned very few credits. He did, however, contribute some material to the Stanford Literary Magazine, both poems and short stories. During his years at Stanford and immediately after his departure, Steinbeck worked at a variety of jobs. He went to New York in 1925, but found it unsuitable for his temperament. He returned to California, and between odd jobs, he began writing his novels. His first novels appeared in 1929. In preparation for writing his novels, Steinbeck would often live, work, and be with the people about whom he was to write. Thus, in preparation for writing The Grapes of Wrath, Steinbeck went to Oklahoma, joined some migrants, and rode with them to California. Once in California, he stayed with these migrants, living with them in Hoosiervilles, joining them in their search for work and attempting as much as possible to come to terms with these people's essential characteristics. Leaving them, he made several trips to various camps to observe firsthand the living and working condition of these migrants. He wrote some short pieces for the San Francisco News in which he described the plight of these people and pleaded for a more tolerant approach in the handling of these migrants. These articles, however, were not very effective. It was only when he molded his raw experiences into the form of a novel that effects were achieved. For his total body of works, Mr. Steinbeck was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1962, the highest honor in the field of literature.